This moment is no accident. You weren't drawn here by chance. This is divine alignment at work. Everything you've been praying for, everything you've envisioned, and everything you've fought through is leading to this exact point. The universe is shifting in your favor, and the wait is over. For too long, you've been grinding, pushing, and hoping for a breakthrough. But here's the truth. You were never meant to struggle endlessly. You weren't created just to survive. You were chosen to thrive. You are stepping into a level of abundance that will silence doubt, erase fear, and leave even your biggest critics in awe. This is your time. The doors to wealth, success, and unstoppable favor are swinging wide open, and all you have to do is step through. God has already declared it. Prosperity is not just coming, it's here. Are you ready to claim what's yours? Pause for a moment before continuing. This is not just another message. This is a shift in energy, a direct call for action. Hit the like button, subscribe to push past the 1,000 mark, and leave a comment with the number 55. This number carries momentum, amplifies your readiness, and signals that transformation is already in motion. Don't just watch, be part of the journey. Hit subscribe now and step into your purpose. The best is yet to come. For too long, the weight of financial struggles has pressed down like an invisible force, holding back dreams, limiting potential, and creating a cycle of waiting. Waiting for change, waiting for relief, waiting for that one breakthrough. But waiting is over. The turning point is here. A decision has already been made in your favor, and the barriers that once seemed immovable are now dissolving. Wealth is not something distant or reserved for others. It is aligned with your path, already unfolding. No more questioning if you're worthy. No more pleading with life for scraps. What has been spoken over your destiny will come to pass. Every closed door, every rejection, every moment of doubt was only the build-up to this moment of undeniable change. You may have been overlooked before, dismissed by those who couldn't see your potential, but that era has ended. The path to abundance isn't being created. It has always been there, waiting for you to recognize it. Picture the moment when financial ease becomes second nature, when there's no need to stretch every dollar or chase opportunities that do not match your value. This is not about struggle. This is about alignment. What's meant for you cannot be delayed any longer. The script is being rewritten, and where there was once lack, there will now be overflow. The past hardships are not permanent. They were merely the setup for a dramatic shift. The pressure, the delays, the years of uncertainty, it all had a purpose, but that chapter is closing. The way forward is clear, not through endless effort or sheer will, but through stepping into the truth that has always been yours. Look at those who have experienced radical transformation, not because they worked themselves to exhaustion, but because they allowed themselves to receive. Just as their reality changed in ways no one could have predicted, so will yours. What's coming will not be subtle, it will be undeniable. For too long, the search for financial security has felt like an endless maze, chasing opportunities, seeking approval, hoping for a breakthrough that always seems just out of reach. But the time of struggle has reached its end. The waiting, the pleading, the exhausting pursuit, it is over. The doors of abundance have already been unlocked. There is no more need to knock on doors that were never meant for you, or to seek validation from sources that cannot define your worth. The tide has turned, and what was once a distant vision is now becoming an undeniable reality. The journey has prepared you, but now the moment of arrival is here. No more striving, No more hoping for leftovers. What belongs to you is already set in motion, unstoppable, undeniable, inevitable. The shift has begun, and what was once withheld will now flow freely into your life. When belief aligns with divine certainty, everything changes. The unseen forces that have always worked in the background now move visibly in your favor. The unfolding of divine intention does not waver, and the promise made over your life is already being fulfilled. Every hardship, every delay, every unanswered question has led to this moment of revelation. Doubt no longer has a place in this story. The blueprint for prosperity has already been written, and it is now manifesting in ways that cannot be ignored. The past struggles were never signs of failure. They were simply the refining fire before the breakthrough. This is not about wishing for success. It is about stepping into it with full confidence. The shift is not coming. It has already arrived. The reality you experience is shaped by the truths you accept. If lack and hardship have been the foundation of your beliefs, they will continue to manifest. But when the mind embraces certainty, when faith is rooted in the assurance of divine provision, everything recalibrates. This is not about hoping for wealth. It is about knowing it is already woven into your path. The shift does not happen in the distant future. It unfolds now. Every thought, every expectation, every belief must align with the truth that prosperity is not something to chase. It is something to receive. The process is already in motion, and the transformation is inevitable. What was once merely imagined will soon be lived. Thoughts shape reality, and for too long, the mind has been conditioned to expect limitations, setbacks, and scarcity. But now, a new perspective must take root, one that recognizes the overflowing abundance already set in motion. The past no longer defines the future. Every belief that wealth is out of reach must be left behind. The shift happens when certainty replaces hesitation, when confidence overtakes doubt. No longer bound by circumstances, a new truth emerges. The future is not something to fear, but something to create. When the mind aligns with this higher vision, the path to prosperity opens. No longer a distant dream, abundance is already waiting. The time has come to accept it fully, without hesitation, without resistance. Don't just watch, be part of the journey. Hit subscribe now and step into your purpose. The best is yet to come. Behind the scenes, unseen forces have been working in perfect harmony, orchestrating a transformation beyond imagination. Even in moments when progress seemed invisible, every step was leading to this moment of breakthrough. There is a greater plan at work, and now is the time to embrace it without fear. The connections, the right timing, the unexpected opportunities, they are not coincidences. A shift is unfolding, removing obstacles and clearing the way for something extraordinary. The waiting period has passed, and now comes the unfolding of a reality where struggle is no longer the narrative. What once felt like closed doors are now revealing hidden pathways. A turning point is here, and this transformation cannot be ignored. A new identity is emerging, one that fully embodies the wealth and success already in motion. The challenges of the past were not without purpose. They built resilience, sharpened vision, and prepared the way for a greater destiny. Now, it is time to fully step into that role. Imagine a life where financial uncertainty no longer lingers, where every day is met with the confidence of knowing abundance is not just possible, but inevitable. This transformation is not about waiting for the right moment. The moment is already here. Prosperity is not reserved for a distant future. It is already woven into the present. By embracing this truth, the path ahead becomes clear. The world is about to witness a remarkable shift, and there is no turning back. What once seemed unattainable is now the only reality. The path to prosperity does not require constant struggle, endless labor, or waiting for permission to thrive. The shift has already begun, and the only thing left to do is walk into it. No longer is success a distant vision. It has already been set in motion. There is no need to chase validation, no need to prove worth through exhaustion. Everything that once seemed like an uphill battle is now aligning with ease. The long nights of uncertainty were never about struggle for the sake of suffering. They were preparation for this exact moment. When the appointed time arrives, everything unfolds naturally, and the weight of hardship becomes nothing more than a fading memory. What once felt impossible will soon feel inevitable. Trying to control every detail of life often leads to more resistance than results. The instinct to map out every move, to force opportunities, to cling tightly to expectations, it is all an illusion of security. True expansion happens when there is trust in the unfolding process. The moment the grip on control loosens, the doors to limitless possibilities swing wide open. The greatest breakthroughs do not come from pushing harder, but from stepping aside and allowing divine order to take its course. The pieces are falling into place, not through force, but through alignment. The right opportunities, the right connections, the perfect timing. It has all been arranged. When resistance is released, abundance flows effortlessly, and life transforms in ways beyond comprehension. Old ways of thinking have built barriers that no longer serve their purpose. Ideas passed down, experiences shaped by struggle, and beliefs formed in times of lack. None of these define the present or the future. A new foundation is being laid, one that no longer accepts limitation as truth. The shift begins in the mind, in the willingness to embrace a different perspective. There is no need to earn abundance through suffering or prove worthiness through hardship. The reality of prosperity is already within reach, waiting to be acknowledged and received. The past no longer dictates what is possible. It is time to step into a mindset that welcomes success, that expects financial expansion, that knows without a doubt that abundance is the natural state. What is meant to be will no longer be delayed. It is arriving now. Don't just watch, be part of the journey. Hit subscribe now and step into your purpose. The best is yet to come. A grand design has already been set in motion, one that leads to expansion, prosperity, and fulfillment beyond what the mind can comprehend. This is not a path to be found. It is a reality waiting to be embraced. The alignment begins in thought, shaping every action, every decision, and every opportunity drawn into existence. Thinking in harmony with this greater plan means replacing uncertainty with assurance, replacing hesitation with movement. The way forward is already laid out, requiring only the courage to walk in it. The moment the mind fully accepts this truth, the shift begins. Every choice, every step, every expectation starts to reflect the abundance already destined to unfold. The doors are not locked. They have only been waiting for the readiness to step through. Imagination is not mere fantasy. It is the blueprint for what is to come. Every vision of a limitless life, every glimpse of a reality free from constraint, is not a distant hope, but a preview of what is already forming. The picture held within the mind is not separate from reality. It is shaping it. The unseen is becoming seen, the intangible becoming tangible. What has been envisioned is not an empty wish. It is an undeniable future taking shape. Every thought, every visualization, every moment of deep certainty strengthens its arrival. There is no uncertainty in what has already been determined. The unfolding is inevitable, the outcome secured. This is no longer a question of possibility. It is simply a matter of stepping into what has always been, waiting. The path is clear, and the time is now. A shift is taking place, one that moves beyond waiting, beyond uncertainty, beyond hoping for things to change. The time of hesitation is over. Everything that has been set in motion is now unfolding, and there is no need to wonder if it is real. The abundance that has always been part of the plan is no longer a distant promise. It is here, waiting to be embraced. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, was never meant to break the spirit, but to refine it, shaping the readiness to receive what has always been destined. The moment has arrived to stand in full confidence, knowing that the doors to prosperity are not just opening, they have already been unlocked. There is no more need to question or doubt. The road ahead is clear, and the only step left is to walk in the fullness of what has already been prepared. There is a force beyond human effort, beyond logic, beyond the limits once believed to be unbreakable. It moves unseen, yet undeniable, orchestrating events in ways that defy explanation. This is not a matter of being in the right place at the right time. It is about stepping into a current of favor that has already been flowing. The shifts happening now are not by chance. They are the result of a plan set in motion long before. What once seemed impossible is now inevitable. The right opportunities, the right resources, the right connections are aligning, not because of struggle or sacrifice, but because it was always meant to be. Nothing can hold back what is already unfolding. The time of scarcity is over, and the reality of limitless possibility is now fully within reach. What was once pursued is now arriving effortlessly, without resistance, without delay. This is the moment to recognize that everything long awaited is no longer a future vision. It is happening now. Every aspect of life is shifting into harmony with a higher plan, one that has always included limitless prosperity and ease. No longer is there a gap between what is destined and what is received. The alignment has already begun, syncing thoughts, actions, and expectations with a future that is no longer waiting to arrive, but is unfolding now. The struggle against the tide is over. The current now carries everything forward effortlessly. Wealth was never something far away or meant for someone else. It has always been part of the design, waiting to be acknowledged. The moment belief shifts, reality follows. The foundation is already set, and nothing stands in the way of receiving what has been prepared. Everything is aligning, not by force, but by flow, drawing abundance into reach in ways that defy logic and exceed expectations. The doors are not just opening, they are already wide, ready for the next step forward. The cycle of hardship has reached its final moment, and a new way of living is emerging. The patterns of endless striving, of pushing against resistance, are giving way to something far greater. The familiar weight of uncertainty is lifting, replaced by a deep knowing that this is the turning point. What once felt like an uphill climb now becomes an open road, leading to expansion, freedom, and ease. There is no more need to chase or struggle for what has already been secured. The shift is happening, not in some distant time, but now. Everything that seemed delayed is arriving at the perfect moment, unfolding without strain. Looking back, this will be the moment remembered as the instant everything changed. The pivot from effort to ease, from survival to abundance. The transformation is complete, and the next chapter begins now. A shift is taking place, one that defies logic, expectation, and limitation. Resources are appearing from the most unexpected places, doors are opening without effort, and opportunities are arriving in ways that cannot be explained by human reasoning. This is not coincidence. This is the unfolding of a higher design. What once seemed distant is now within reach, and what was once considered impossible is now materializing with ease. There is no need to question how or why. Everything is aligning in perfect order. The provision that is arriving does not just meet immediate needs, it surpasses every expectation. The barriers that once seemed immovable are dissolving, and abundance is flowing freely. What is coming is not random luck. It is intentional, precise, and already set in motion. There is no end to the expansion taking place. Once the floodgates are open, there is no returning to limitation. This is not a fleeting moment of fortune, but the beginning of a continuous stream that never runs dry. As this shift occurs, everything begins to flourish. Not just finances, but every aspect of life. Prosperity is not confined to one area. It touches everything, bringing growth, restoration, and limitless possibilities. The flow cannot be disrupted, delayed, or diminished. What is meant to arrive will do so in perfect timing, in ways that surpass even the wildest imagination. What once felt scarce is now abundant, and what was once pursued is now effortlessly appearing. The expansion is undeniable, and the overflow is only beginning. Don't just watch, be part of the journey. Hit subscribe now and step into your purpose. The best is yet to come. For too long, a pattern of limitation has shaped reality, creating a sense of lack, uncertainty, and constant struggle. But that narrative is now being rewritten. The perception of financial identity is shifting, moving from a place of restriction to one of limitless potential. No longer defined by fear of shortage or uncertainty, a new foundation is being laid, one that embraces prosperity as a natural state of existence. The change does not come through effort or force. It happens the moment the mind accepts the truth that abundance has always been within reach. This transformation is not just about external wealth. It is a shift in being, a complete renewal of thought and expectation. The outdated beliefs that once created barriers are dissolving, replaced with an unshakable confidence in the boundless resources already set in motion. The doors to a new reality are wide open, and stepping through them is simply a matter of embracing what has always been meant to flow freely. The grip of uncertainty has held on for too long, creating hesitation, doubt, and unnecessary struggle. But the choice has always been there, the choice to operate from fear or from certainty. Every breakthrough, every moment of transformation begins with trust in what is unseen. Fear was never meant to dictate the outcome. It was only ever an illusion meant to be overcome. The shift has begun, breaking away from doubt and fully stepping into trust. What has been set in motion cannot be undone. With every act of belief, every step taken in confidence, the path forward becomes clearer. The unseen forces at work have already orchestrated the way forward, and nothing can hinder what is destined to unfold. The momentum is undeniable, and every limitation that once seemed permanent is now fading. The course is set, the direction is clear, and the unfolding of abundance is inevitable. Abundance is not just something to receive, it is something meant to flow. The shift is happening, and the role is greater than just personal prosperity. This is not about accumulation for its own sake, but about expansion that reaches beyond one person. The increase arriving is not limited. It is meant to extend, to impact, to uplift. The more that flows in, the more that flows out, creating an unbreakable cycle of generosity and fulfillment. True wealth is not in possession, but in the ability to transform lives. This moment is the beginning of something far greater, a transformation that turns overflow into impact. The outpouring is near, and it will not only change circumstances, but will ripple into the lives of countless others. This is the essence of abundance, a force that cannot be contained, a continuous stream meant to reach beyond its source. Everything is aligning for a breakthrough that has been in the making long before it could be seen. The preparation is complete, the foundation is firm, and now the doors are swinging open wide. The pieces that once seemed scattered are forming a perfect picture, revealing a future that has always been waiting. This is not about uncertainty or waiting for the right time. The time has arrived. Every effort, every moment of patience, every step taken in faith has led to this. The unveiling of abundance is not just near, it is already underway. What once seemed distant is now within reach, and what was once imagined is about to become undeniable reality. The momentum cannot be slowed, and the path ahead is clear. The transformation is here, and the unfolding success is only the beginning. The shift from scarcity to unimaginable wealth is not solely the result of effort, strategy, or human calculation. It is the manifestation of an unseen force at work, orchestrating events beyond comprehension. The unfolding of such a transformation defies traditional concepts of success, proving that not all breakthroughs come through struggle or conventional paths. There is a force greater than logic, moving circumstances into place, redirecting opportunities and aligning destinies. This narrative serves as a profound testament to the fact that the trajectory of one's life is not determined solely by external actions, but by alignment with a plan that transcends human understanding. The unfolding abundance is not an accident or mere luck. It is a deliberate shift designed to elevate those positioned to receive it. Don't just watch, be part of the journey. Hit subscribe now and step into your purpose. The best is yet to come. Faith is the catalyst that turns the unseen into reality. In a world that glorifies relentless effort as the only way to prosperity, this perspective challenges that notion, revealing that favor and divine orchestration play an equally powerful role. The transformation from limitation to boundless success is not just a random event, but a reflection of an intentional process, one where trust, patience, and surrender are essential. This journey is not dictated by struggle alone, but by stepping into a reality already predestined. What was once a distant hope is now unfolding as an undeniable truth, proving that the greatest breakthroughs are often the ones beyond human expectation. The shift is happening now, and it is unstoppable.